Nasty. Oh, mate. Oh. No. No, 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 no. Duh. Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped. Now, if you're anything like me, your YouTube feed every now and again will recommend a dash cam video, and I find them very hard not to watch. But also, I mean, some of the driving you see on them is just shocking. But every time I'm watching them, I am thinking, why haven't I got a dash cam of my own fitted? And in this video, I'm going to explain why, and then I'm going to fit one. Because the more I watch videos like this, the more I think I need one. So let me just stop that video. Might go back to watch the rest of it later. Why haven't I had a dash cam up until now? I think it's a simple answer. I just haven't been a big fan of the aesthetics of them, actually. Most models, you kind of need a forward and rear facing one. Unless they're plumbed in properly, they look a bit aftermarket, and I've just not been keen. But at the back end of last year, I had an incident while I was driving my Porsche where someone pulled out on me whilst I was mid-maneuver, and it was a very close call, and they disappeared and I didn't get their number plate, and it was really, really annoying. And I just thought, had I had a dash cam running, then I'd have had all the video footage I needed and it would have been just fine. So I had started to look at potentially putting a dash cam in my cars, and then I got approached by the guys at 70 Mi, and they said, would you like to review our Omni dash cam? Because this is a bit special. And there's lots of very cool features. So let's get this unboxed. I'll talk you through the feature set, and then we're going to install it into one of my cars, and I'm going to go for a drive and put it through its paces. So when you order your 70 Mi Omni, you're going to get delivered 2 boxes. Can't beat a bit of an unboxing video. The first box, this silver one, is the one that actually holds the dash cam, and it's very Apple-esque in its design. It even does the Apple drop test, which I always love. It's got, the packaging's just got a nice quality feel, which instantly makes you think this is a great product. So here it is. So this is the actual dash cam, and it's quite an unusual design. It's not like any dash cam I've seen before, and the reason for that is it's actually a 360-degree dash cam. So you've got an adhesive pad on the top which sticks to your front windscreen, and then this bottom part where the camera lens is just here, that actually spins round 360 degrees and captures images in all directions. And you can spin that round using an app on your phone or even voice commands. So as you're driving along, you can ask it to turn around and take a picture, for example. We'll demonstrate that once we get out and about driving. So let's just talk through some of the features of the Omni, and then we'll stick it in the car and we'll give it a proper test drive. So first things first is, we've mentioned the 360 degrees, but it has a really neat feature to protect your car when you're not with your car. So it has AI vehicle security and parking guard. Now, in order to explain how and when that works, let's just also unbox in here. You've got a little package here. So this is a USB cable that you can use, the USB socket in your car, and you feed the cable around the windscreen and you plug and power up your Omni. However, the other box you get when you order one of these is a hardwiring kit. Now in this hardwiring kit, you've got the wiring to enable you to connect your Omni to the electrics of your car, so it's powered 24/7. And if you do that, what this then basically acts is as a sentry in your car. So at night time, if this detects motion near your car, somebody walking past or another vehicle, it will activate. It's got a time-lapse function. And let's say somebody tampered with your car or bumped into it in a car park, this is going to capture images of that you can then use to rectify the situation, I guess. And I really like that feature. Unfortunately, it is only available when you hardwire the kit. And I'm not going to be doing that for this video for now anyway. I'm going to install this in the Mustang Mach-E, my Hendy long-termer. And that car goes back in a few weeks' time, and also my electric skills aren't that good, although there are some really simple to follow video tutorials from 70mi showing you how to do that. So I can show you some images of that particular functionality, and I can actually, I'll show you how it works with the engine on a bit later on in the video. Very cool. Next thing, image quality. These things for me live and die by how good the image quality is. If you've got a dash cam and the image is poor and grainy and you can't make out the number plate of the car in front, what's the point? So you've got excellent image quality with an enhanced frame rate, but the image quality is also excellent at nighttime. There's an enhanced night vision function. So you're going to get great quality images whether it's daytime or nighttime, and let's face it, you're just as likely to have an accident at nighttime as you are during the daytime. So again, we'll try and demonstrate that when we're out and about driving. I've mentioned the voice control, we'll give that a go. And then the final thing, hopefully I'm not going to test this on this short video, is it has collision detection on it. So if you are out and about and you did have an accident, you did hit somebody, this will detect that. And what it actually does is it goes back 5 seconds in time and makes sure that the whole incident is recorded. So it will start recording 5 seconds prior to the collision, and it stores that on an onboard storage device. So if you do have a mishap when you're out and about, this is going to capture that for you. There's also a microphone on the bottom, so you can use this to vlog. I think we're going to have to give that one a go, don't you? Next thing, let's go out to the car and we'll install it, and then we need to pair an app on my smartphone to it for the control of the Omni, and then we can go out for a drive and put it through its paces. Okay, so here we are in the Mach-E. Now, first things first, in terms of positioning of the dash cam, it's a relatively small compact unit. You want to make sure you position it somewhere where it has a really good view out the front windscreen. It doesn't interfere with any rear view mirrors and so on. So for me, just to the left of the rear view mirror is probably a perfect position. Next thing I'm going to think about is how I'm going to feed the USB cable. So inside the box, let me just open this up. You've got a couple of things in here. I'll just try and open it without throwing it all over the car. So firstly, you've got a 12-volt adapter. If your car didn't have USB, I've got both types of USB connector in this car, so I probably won't need to use that as it happens. And then in here, I've got a nice big long bit of cable that I can use, and also this little tool in here is basically a trim tool to help you pull back any trim that runs down the side of the car. That, for me, that's going to be the tricky bit to make it look like it's nice and neat. So that's the cable. Next thing in here is a couple of things. Firstly, you've got your user manual. But then this is the most important. So this is electrostatic sticker that you put on the windscreen first, and it just helps put this on and off and make it mount nice and neatly. Not the easiest of things to show, but I have now attached the sticker. I gave the glass a bit of a clean, and then the sticker just had an adhesive backing that you pulled off. So that's on. I can now, and it does have an outline which you might just be able to make out to align the Omni onto it. So I've now attached the Omni. It's nice and centrally located there. You can just about see the camera lens around the front. I've not taken the protection off of that yet. Next thing, I've got to try and route the cable. Right, next up, USB in there, and then try and route the cable around the top of the headline, and I can push it into where the headlining and the glass go. Then I'm going to come around this bit and then into the rubber. Pretty happy with that, to be honest. The only bit I'm not so keen on is this bit round here, but the trim, this side bit on the A-pillar and the roof lining, I don't really want to kind of start jabbing that, but everything else is actually pretty neat and pretty tidy. So next thing we need to do is connect that to an app on my phone. Now, first thing you need to do is download the 70mi app. Just go to your app store, search for 70mi, and you will find it. It's relatively straightforward. Then, if we turn the car on, and then we'll power up the dash cam with a bit of luck, and then we need to pair them together. Oh, spinning round, it's cool.
Please connect your app to activate the dash cam.
So I'm just going to look for, searching for Bluetooth devices nearby. I think it's found it already. Connecting to the dash cam.
Click the power button to authorize.
Click the power button to authorize. Look at that. I love the little teddy bear, that's very cool. I think we could be on. 70 my dash cam start, boom. Done. I think that's us connected now. Not connected. Open the dash cam hotspot. Connect, join. Connect to the dash cam hotspot. Hey, this is good. Allow. No, remind me next time I don't do tutorials. Got it. Have I got, oh, I'll tell you what I've got. Let's take that label off. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Excellent. And then I can spin it round. Hello. So if I go full screen, you'll be able to see that. That's very cool. So I'm able to look at that. You can see the camera I'm recording on. That's pretty cool. That was much easier than I thought. That was pretty much real time.
Lane departure.
Ah, you see, now that's something most dash cams don't do.
Lane departure.
That's ADAS warning. So you calibrate the Omni. It's a super simple process. It's got some lines that line up on the bonnet and the centre of the car, and then you drive along the road for a little while at anything over 40 k's an hour, and it calibrates itself, and it's now got lane departure warning and collision awareness. Now I can demonstrate the lane departure just by drifting out of my lane in a safe place.
Lane departure.
And it will tell me I'm drifting out of lane. Now, a lot of cars have that feature already, but if you don't, it's quite cool to have it in a dash cam. But the other features or the other reasons for having a dash cam are maybe a little bit more obvious, especially nowadays in, you know, the kind of, you know, claims culture. If you have an accident nowadays, you know, the other party ain't going to accept responsibility, and insurance companies will often ask for dash cam footage, maybe even the police if it's a serious incident. So it's so nice to know and have the confidence that you've got that footage with you. But this has got some really cool features on it as well. So it's got voice activation. So if there was an incident on the left-hand side of the car, let's say, if I just say, shoot left, it's now turn the camera to the left, and it's going to record a 10-second piece of video to the left. I'll put it over so you can see while we're talking. And that's just a really neat little feature. Shoot vlog. Now the camera's going to spin round, and it's going to come round.
Get ready to say hi to the camera.
Hey there, Omni, how are you? Now you can shoot a little 10-second bit of recording and just your surroundings. So again, if you're in the middle of an incident, that's something that's quite cool. And there's a whole range of different voice activation commands that you can use with it. I just think that's really very cool. Now, imagine you were to park your car up in a remote car park like this and go off for a walk. You'd kind of, you know, the chance of having something happen in one of these remote car parks is pretty high. So the AI motion detection and time-lapsing function that's on the Omni, now in order to use that, it needs to be hardwired to the car, and my one isn't hardwired to the car. but I can demonstrate what that would look like. So if someone came close to your car, Omni will pick it up and it can actually track them round and sort of get some video footage of them. Same thing if someone backed into the car or there's some damage in the car, and I think that's a really cool thing. And then time lapse, it'll just, when it's parked up, it'll just take a photograph and then put that into a little time lapse. And I think that's really cool. I've just asked it to take a photograph and it's just taken one. Yeah, take a photograph. How cool is that? Right, let's head back to the barn and talk about video quality. This is so funny. Now, I'm used to good video quality in video cameras. I use GoPros, I'm now running them at 4K. The video quality on that Omni for a dash cam is excellent. It is only in HD, but it's got HDR, so it's really good at recognizing signs, and the definition is good enough to spot all the things that you need. And you'd expect that in the daytime when lighting is good. But last night I went out for a drive just to see what that was like at nighttime, and I can't really use my GoPros at nighttime because they just don't like the dark at all. But the night vision function in that thing is really, really cool. Very, very clever. And the quality of the images I captured last night, as you can see, are really good. I mean, they're good enough to capture things like number plates of cars in front, road signs, so you can get positioning data. Just amazing, really. Shoot vlog.
Get ready to say hi to the camera.
Shall we head back to the barn and download our footage? So when it's safe, I'm just going to come up to the back of this car.
Caution, front car.
And again, that's ADAS spotting that there's a car too close in front, just giving you a verbal caution. Really cool. Now, interestingly, I didn't have my cameras running, but the Omni, I just went down a big pothole. There's big potholes on this road, and there was a bump, and it must have had a collision detection trigger because it suddenly made a little noise and then made a symbol that looked like it was recording. And what happens if there is a collision is that actually goes back and records 5 seconds before the collision so that you get it. So hopefully when I get home, I'll be able to download the footage of that collision and show you. Okay, now we're home, we can connect our smartphone app to the Omni and download our footage. So it's quite simple. You can literally just connect to the dash cam using a Wi-Fi hotspot. What I found, this particular car uses wireless Apple CarPlay, and that actually uses a combination of Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And when I had the Bluetooth enabled on my phone, what I found was, because it was then automatically connecting to CarPlay, I struggled to connect to the Omni. So I just basically disabled the Bluetooth on my phone, and then I can talk to the Wi-Fi on the Omni, which is a bit of a pain, but and then I can basically go into the albums, and this is now all of the stuff that we've recorded on the Omni. So if I go into all videos at the top, these are all the videos in 1 minute segments for the journey that we've just done. So I could download, if I looked at, let's say, there's me driving along just there. If I wanted that particular video, I just hit download, and I'll download that onto the album of my phone. If we go back, once that's downloaded, you go back and look at events. In events, we've got, I think this might well be the pothole event. It is indeed. So we'll download that. I really like that. That's very cool. I didn't expect, I'm going to view that later, I didn't expect that hitting a pothole would trigger the motion or the collision detection. I like that a lot. So yeah, I really like the interface is ever so simple. Once the videos are on your phone, you can, for me, I just airdrop it to my Mac and I can use it then. But it's super simple. The quality is really good. I like that a great deal. Anyway, it's funny, I don't normally do kind of review of product videos. I get approached a lot
by product manufacturers, and I refuse most of them, but I just really like the look of the Omni, and now I've spent some time with it, it's very easy to set up, really easy to use. The quality of the images is excellent, and it's got some really nice features. I think to go the step of having it hardwired in, I think that would be a really good thing to do. For the time scale I had to make this video, and also the car I'm putting it in, that wasn't really an option for me. But I think especially the AI detection and time lapsing when your car's parked up, I think that's well worth having it permanently installed in the car. I'm going to put a link to Omni in the description of the video, and also a pinned comment. Click on that link and you can go through and order one of your own. I really do recommend them. I think it looks like a great product. It sits really nicely in the car, but the feature set is very impressive indeed. Let me know what you think of the 70 mi Omni, but for now I'm going to love you and leave you. If you enjoyed that one, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come, and I'll see you on the next film, guys. You take care, drive safe.